this is it. The world as you know it is over, completely done. It's not about to be over, it's over.
Some of the scientists who helped build AI are now sounding the alarm.
I was selling AI as a great thing for decades, and I was wrong.
There's a longer-term existential threat that will arise when we create digital beings that are more intelligent than ourselves. We have no idea whether we can stay in control.
While others say that AI will usher in unfathomable abundance.
I've always believed that it's going to be the most important invention that humanity will ever make.
This really will be a world of abundance.
And among these fears and these fantasies, we seek the story of our future. Listen to The Last Invention on Apple, Spotify, Amazon Music, or wherever you get your podcasts.
This is the TJ Show. A lot of the cities that we're broadcasting in are experiencing a snow day today. Mm-hmm. Now, of course, it doesn't apply to you, Hawaii, or Key West.
Or Florida.
And
at least not the lower parts of Florida.
Right. I got a bunch of pictures from people that I know in Florida. One, my buddy Lou, who lives in West Palm Beach by the pool, saw a couple friends getting sunburned. Mm-hmm. I think he was rubbing it in our faces.
Yeah, I miss those days when I lived in Florida.
I am not jealous at all. I love the snow.
Yeah, no, I'm a fan. It's beautiful. It's annoying, but it's beautiful. Yeah. My mom called me so many times yesterday because where we are, we got hit pretty hard. Yep. Thankfully, I didn't deal with any of the power outages or anything. But she kept calling, and I thought, well, I hope she's okay. And so I call her back, and she's still concerned about me as a full-grown adult being on the roads.
I tried to call you. I thought maybe you didn't have power because I didn't hear back from you.
No, I'm sorry to tell you we do.
I'm glad you do. I was just concerned.
See, she wants there to be something wrong, I'm convinced, so I apologize. Sorry it didn't go the way you were hoping. I know you like when things go a little sideways.
No, I do not. I'm just want to make sure you guys are safe.
Oh, yeah, we're good.
Are you going to work?
Yeah.
How? How are you going to get there with this mess?
With a car.
No, I know, but I mean, the roads are going to be bad, and the ice is, plow is one thing, but the ice is no good.
Yeah, but they got salt, they got plows, it's a highway. Everyone's fine.
I know.
How much snow did you get in Florida? Yeah, she's in Florida right now.
We didn't get any.
You've always told me not to go to work when it snows, and for the last 25 years, I've always gone to work when it snows.
Oh, all right. Well, then let me know you got when you get to work.
I should probably let her know. I never...
let her know you're good.
It's been a while.
I didn't text her. Yeah, I'm surprised that she's still concerned with me being in danger. I'm definitely a full adult. I have kids. You would think I'd be concerned about my kids. I'm not concerned about them.
Well, it doesn't matter that you're a full adult. Danger can still find you, and you can still find it, and you're her child.
Yep, yeah. She'll quote you on that one. You're still I remember the day you were born.
I hope she
That's the line I get all the time.
Also, I've seen you scrape the ice off your windshield, and she should be concerned.
What's wrong with the way that I scrape my ice off?
You don't. You don't.
Well, the heat warms it up.
Okay,
no,
sure.
But I've also been in the car with TJ, and I think he drives so slow, even on good days. So I'm sure he was fine.
Oh, I drove with him in today. It was all right.
Yeah.
We did skid a little bit on one of the turns.
But that was fun.
But it was fun.
Yeah, but it was a controlled,
donut.
out-of-control skid, if you know what I'm saying.
I don't like that you're driving on that stupid highway.
Well, it's not. It's a great highway.
Well, anyway.
Yeah, it is a great highway. I don't know why she called it stupid.
I'm not a fan.
Yeah? You don't like that highway?
No, not at all.
It was clear, except for that one spot.
Except for that one spot.
Yeah, there was a spot where you exit, and you could just tell the plow guy had enough.
He was like,
all right, that's good enough.
Not enough people go that way anyway. It's fine.
Yeah. Got an interesting message here from Liz.
Hey guys, this is Liz from Jonesboro, Arkansas. I was calling as my way into work. We have a little flower studio, a Generations Floral Company.
This is on Friday, so she works at Generation Floral Company.
Nice.
In Jonesboro, Arkansas.
I was calling because I know that my husband and kiddos are listening to y'all. We are getting ready for the big snowstorm that's coming through. Everyone is buying up the milk, eggs, bread, and gas, and we're trying to sell some snow day bouquets. So that's what I'll be doing today. Hope you guys have a great day. Bye.
Wow, snow day bouquets. I've never heard of that.
Me neither. What does that look like? What do you think that looks like?
White.
Oh, yeah, a lot of white, like roses maybe.
There's a
and-
blue mixed in, a little bit of blue.
You know, they have those like spring baby breath or whatever they call it. That's white, looks snowy.
Yeah, I would add sunflowers. I'd go the opposite direction because you want some sun in your life when it's snowing outside.
Yeah, it sounds sort of risky. It's going to be almost impossible to drive, but we'll deliver a snow day bouquet. And then that could be maybe the next Netflix special. You film the drivers who are trying to get the bouquets to the people's houses. And then they interview them at the scene. They go, "Why did you need flowers today?" "Oh, it was just kind of a sad day. I just wanted to be lifted up."
Clever marketing in Jonesboro. Snow day bouquet. I just had to buy one.
The police department is on the corner, and they're interviewing the driver. "Yes, ma'am, what were you doing?"
I was just delivering some flowers because someone got into an argument while they're snowed in with their spouse.
"A snow day bouquet. You took out your neighbor's fence over this."
Well,
What-
yeah, I figured that because they got into an argument, they'd be okay with the fence being down because they pretty much saved their marriage.
Okay, well, there you go. Get one today. A snow day bouquet. We should do advertising for them. How great would that be? We could sell it.
I think we did great.
You know, I didn't even think of that maybe you'd get into a fight. Tension gets high on the snow day. Actually,
You didn't get the bread. I didn't think we needed the bread, but I told you we needed bread. I went. There was no bread. You should have went earlier.
Get a snow day bouquet. Solve that problem
There
real
you go.
fast. I got into a little tiny argument because my wife Jess doesn't want me shoveling the snow. Because,
Why not?
Well, you know the stories about people do it and then they drop dead in their driveway because
But
of
you're
their
not.
heart.
I mean, you're healthy. You're not going to drop dead by shoveling your snow.
Well, yeah, you never know. I could have used the snow day bouquet after I went out to my front doorstep and insisted on shoveling.
We would have sent you some snow day bouquets if that was the case.
They do say people who live a sedentary lifestyle should be careful when shoveling snow.
I'm not sedentary.
Are you
He's standing
sure?
up right now.
I'm standing up. I stand up every day when I do the show. Okay?
Just so you know,
You
I'm
want to
just
fight? I'll do it.
reporting the facts.
You want to do a snow battle?
Yeah, I would love to.
I'll send you the
fight
snow
with
day
you.
bouquet when y'all battle.
Oh, here she is, just like that. Liz in Jonesboro,
Hey, guys.
Arkansas. Liz, we were just playing your message on the radio a few moments ago. You left it on Friday. And you said something on your message that I want to ask you about because I've never heard of this before. You guys were featuring a snow day bouquet.
That is correct. Absolutely. I had product in my cooler that I needed to move because we have Valentine's stuff coming in this week, and we had an event that got canceled due to the snow that was coming into our area. So I came up with the idea to push snow day bouquets. If you're going out to get your eggs, milk, bread, and gas, you may as well treat yourself and grab a little bouquet of flowers.
That's a great idea.
Carving genius.
Yeah, seriously, because I've never heard of that in my entire life where they're, because you'd think it's the last day you'd be thinking about going to the florist.
Yeah.
What type of flowers did you incorporate in those bouquets?
Girl, we did everything we had in the cooler.
Sunflowers,
and we
whatever?
didn't do, yeah, absolutely. We had a lot of sunflowers. We had roses. We had hydrangeas, delphinium, thistle. We had carnations, mini carnations, just whatever we had left in the cooler. It's kind of like a kitchen sink type deal, right?
Yeah, I love that.
You're going to take whatever we have, and it was, you got a great deal. And we
Good for
wrapped it
you.
up. Yeah, it worked out great for us.
That's awesome. Liz, thank you for listening to our show.
Oh, it's my pleasure. My husband and kiddos introduced me to it. So on Friday, I thought, I'll call, or maybe I can get on and say hi to, Brandon and the kiddos on their way to school.
Yeah, that's great. And now, did they have their school day canceled today?
Yes, we did. We got big snow and sleet, so we're out for a snow day today.
Look at that. You going sleigh riding?
The snow wasn't great for it. We tried it a few times. We did some rollovers, but nothing
Nice.
that would really classify as good sledding.
Do you still get on the sled as an adult?
Absolutely.
Yeah, good for you
Yeah,
for
she likes to have a good time.
being flexible. You know, I saw my kids, they
I don't know
go
how
on.
flexible I am, but we tried.
You know, I had to go through this because my kids, they were sleigh riding, and I was like, let me get on one for old time's sake. And I was like, you know what? Haven't done this in a long time. The last thing I need is to hit a bump and then just be taken out for months because I wanted to get on a sleigh. Like, I just think it's done for me. I don't get to sleigh ride anymore. Yeah, I don't get to. It's fine, and I'm fine with it.
A lot of times I say that I'm too self-employed to do certain items that I deem as too risky.
Yeah.
But I feel like with the sledding, it's low enough risk that I can stretch it out if I really do get hurt.
Yeah, good for you. Well, maybe you've inspired me because, it is sad when your kids ask and it's like, no, I can't. It's like, oh, yeah, that's real
and
fun.
You can. You're just choosing not to.
What a fun
you
dad.
Won't.
Yeah, you physically can do it.
And then it's even sadder when they just stop asking me for stuff. I'm like, man, my kids think I'm lame.
Oh, for sure. Time is our real currency, and babies don't keep. So I'll try to say yes every single time I can.
Good for you.
I love
well,
that.
Listen, you keep doing your flower thing. Liz, thank you for listening to our show, and please send our love to your family.
Oh, we'll do it for sure. Bye.
I've been looking forward to this moment. On Friday, you heard it. Our listener, Michael, in Southern Oregon, he shared with us something very special, his first time ever eating tinned fish. Mm-hmm. He left us a message, we listened to it, and he promised us, he said, in 24 hours I will call you back and let you know how I'm doing, and he did it.
Yeah, well, he seemed to like it while he was eating it.
Yeah, and so did anything bad happen after he tried it? Jabo, this might be particularly inspiring for you.
I'm sure it's not.
You rejected my can of sardines. I gave it to you as a gift.
Yep, and I gave it right back.
It was on my desk. I ate it for lunch. It was very good.
I was looking out for you.
And here it is. Without further ado, Michael in Southern Oregon.
Hello, everybody. It's Michael from Southern Oregon.
Yeah, there you go.
This is my follow-up report on what happened after I finished eating the tinned fish from yesterday.
I think Michael would make a great news reporter.
Agreed.
I agree.
It has been exactly 24 hours, and here is what happened.
All right, here we go.
I started getting full about halfway through.
Yeah, that's what happens with these fish. It's a remarkable thing. Is it the greatest thing you've ever tasted? No, but it makes you feel so full. The convenience of it is worth it. No.
I burped after I finished my second can.
Second can?
How many cans are you eating, bro?
That's why he was full.
Well, okay, 2 cans is a little excessive.
I ate 3 cans.
3? This guy has to be in the Guinness Book of World Records. I don't think I've ever met anyone who's eaten 2 full cans.
Of tinned fish. And I did have that feeling that TJ described. Not quite nausea, but if it gets any more intense, it will turn into nausea.
That's a good way to describe it. Like, it's not quite nausea because it does get me to come back over and over again, but it's pretty close.
But you feel that way after 1 can of tinned fish.
Just 1?
He had 3.
3? Shocking.
That feeling stayed there for quite a while. I was full for quite a while. It actually did fill me up. 5.5 hours later.
Yeah, okay, you were hibernating. 5.5 hours.
I was hungry enough to eat dinner.
I'm surprised he ate again that day. That's unbelievable.
Of course, I did not have any serious medical episode.
Okay, good to hear.
That's good.
Because of it.
Good.
I wouldn't mind eating them again.
Great.
That was my follow-up report on what happened after I ate tinned fish.
Thank you.
Bye.
That was great, Michael. That was awesome.
We got another one. I'm still working on Jabo, but
It's not gonna happen.
He tried it for the first time because of this show, a glowing report, and also just a little advice back at you, Michael. Don't eat 3 cans. That might be over the edge.
Just stick to 1, my brother.
Yeah, it's like
1.
6 servings of food.
Right.
I think 1 can is 2.
Before the weekend, we brought up this misleading headline that was saying something about black eggs holding aliens in the ocean. It turned out it was just a bunch of worms. Anyway, you mention aliens and it sparks lots of conversation and interest. Mashawn in Arkansas, you wanted to share one of your favorite alien movies.
See, I was thinking, when you guys said the movie, I was thinking you guys were talking about The Faculty. Have you guys ever seen The Faculty?
Oh, yeah, that's a great one.
No.
No, I've never seen it.
It's these aliens or whatever, and they infect people, and they take over the teachers first, and then the students find out that the teachers are taken over by the aliens, and the teenagers stop them or whatever.
Oh, okay.
But it has Usher. It got Usher in it.
Usher.
Josh Hartnett.
Yeah.
Jon Stewart plays one of the teachers.
Elijah Wood. I just looked it up.
It's a pretty good movie. You guys ought to check it out.
Yeah, well, thanks for that.
It might be a little scary.
I appreciate
I'm a scaredy cat.
your appreciation for aliens. Tell me, what is the truth about aliens?
I have no idea. I don't know.
Mashawn said, I just called to give you a movie recommendation. That's all I called for.
Okay, what is your suspicion about aliens?
The only thing I could think of about aliens maybe is just technology or whatever. Like certain things I think about, like how did a human come up with that? Like to make that? Like what would you? That's other than that, I don't know. I kind of don't believe in aliens, but at the same time I do because, like I said, technology.
Yeah, it's pretty frustrating conversation, isn't it?
Right. And it was a post I was looking at, and they were saying that something about the world ended already in something BC and all type of stuff or whatever.
Yeah, unfollow that account.
Exactly.
Yeah, there used to be a guy on a corner in Boston, and he would tell everyone about how the world was definitely flat. It was like right outside of Harvard, and I thought, well, wow, these are a couple extremes here. We interviewed him. And we wanted to at least hear his point of view.
That's fair.
By the end of it, I didn't necessarily agree with what he was claiming. Mm-hmm. But, people feel very passionate about this wild stuff. You're getting pretty deep on the internet there, Mashawn.
Yeah, I just scrolling when I get off of work, and I kind of fall asleep just scrolling myself to death.
Don't do that anymore.
Don't do that.
Yeah, listen to J-Bo. You got to unfollow that account.
Right. I definitely did. Like, it was kind of just a little thing that pops up on my timeline because it's all the different little groups I'm in.
And if the aliens are here and they haven't shown themselves yet, it's because we're doing a great job tearing each other apart. They're like, they'll figure it out.
Yes.
We're taking care of each other.
This plan
we don't gotta do anything.
Yeah.
I'm glad you said that because I thought about, how, on, what's that, Men in Black?
Yeah.
At the end, or is it the beginning where the alien picks up the little ball and then he puts it in the bag with other balls and all the different galaxies and stuff like now that I kind of believe. I'm not gonna lie. That I kind of believe. I just thought about that because it kind of makes sense because like you would look at the galaxy and then you see like so much, and like I kind of could believe that.
You think we're in a cat's collar or
and then
something?
like watching TV. And then watch TV. Hey, let's see what these humans are doing today on TV. I kind of believe that. I kind of believe that. Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
It's plausible.
We could spend the whole show doing this. So, yeah, we'll wrap it up with we might be in Men in Black. All right. Thank you very much, Mashawn. It's the TJ Show and a little snow synopsis on the way. Some of the big impact of this snowstorm that affected more than 30 states. It's coming up in a few moments in the news.
My life in Malibu was the life people dream about. For a minute there, I had it all.
You better watch your mouth, kid. You have no idea what I'm capable of.
I hope whatever revenge you were trying to get on all of us in Malibu was worth it. You're dead to me.
Until I didn't.
Do you want to listen to what I have to say or not?
I don't!
You're looking rough, Ella. These royals really do a number on you.
You're the reason that Ella left!
You create chaos wherever you go, Ella, and I'm so over it.
If you want me, you need to choose me.
I'm not scared of competition, Elle. I already know I'm the right guy.
The Royals of Malibu. Out now. Follow The Royals of Malibu on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and everywhere you listen to podcasts.
You can't outrun the Royals.
I outran you.
4 and 3 and 2 and 1.
Hey, it's Amelia Retaller.
And Evan Lazarus.
And this is Girls Rewatch Podcast, a podcast about girls,
TV,
and girls on TV.
We spent the last 2 years watching every episode of HBO's Girls, written by Lena Dunham. We spent time analyzing the character dynamics,
compared the culture then to the culture now,
and asked our guests important questions like,
Girl, what girl are you? And girl, did we have fun. We got to talk to iconic guests such as Zasha Mamet, Andrew Rannells, and even Judd Apatow. Now it's time for us to dive into our new era where we will be rewatching every episode of Abby and Alana's Broad City.
We're so excited to be walking down memory lane in army jackets, little vans, and fugly jeans.
So get in that subway car headed to Gowanus from Astoria because, girls, it's time to hack into Broad City.
I wish there was a train that connected Astoria to Gowanus.
Be sure to follow along on our journey by subscribing to the podcast. We release new episodes every Tuesday.
This is the TJ Show, our news. It sounds different around here. Kenny reads through every story he can find, and then he brings us the most interesting ones. Kenny, what's happening on the planet today?
I don't know if you realize this, but this winter storm that affected most of the country did have a name. It's called Winter Storm Fern.
There was a storm?
Yes, pretty big one.
What? I
As
missed
it turns out, more than 200 million people affected. A lot of flight cancellations. They said 13,000 flight cancellations. That was the most since COVID times, March 27th, 2020. A lot of power outages, especially in Tennessee, Mississippi, and Louisiana. Just crazy snow and ice from New Mexico all the way through to the Northeast.
Yeah, it was pretty wild. Thankfully, we didn't deal with where we are power outages. That is a terrifying thought. When it's that cold and you don't have power and you have to figure out how you're going to heat your house. Oh,
unfortunate.
I'm so sorry if you're going through that.
Yeah, now in New York City, people in Central Park were treated to a little Winter Olympics come early. Shaun White, professional snowboarder and skateboarder, took out his snowboard and was doing tricks in Central Park.
Oh, that's fun.
Including jumping over comedian Shane Gillis, who happened to be there as well, drinking a beer. Some interesting photos and video.
Okay. Gotta stay warm.
What's going on in Central Park.
That's on brand for sure.
What
Okay.
a great photo op that is.
Yeah, I think it was
Super
a
fun.
surprise. I don't know if it was organized or anything, but Shaun White snowboarding in Central Park yesterday.
You know what that reminds me of? If you can find this, it's really easy to do it. Just search for Casey Neistat on YouTube when he illegally snowboarded in New York City. This was over 10 years ago. It is one of my favorite videos on the internet. It is so fun. And it's actually the thing that made me a huge fan of his. If you're looking for a little pick-me-up, great video.
Yeah.
Kenny, what else you got?
Well, obviously, with all of the snow, many movie theaters had to close down, so it was pretty slow at the box office at movie theaters. The 5-week run at number 1 for Avatar: Fire and Ash has come to an end. It was dethroned by Mercy, starring Chris Pratt.
Is that the AI movie?
Yeah, it's a movie where he has to prove his innocence to an AI judge within 90 minutes.
Who wants to see that?
I feel stressed just hearing it.
I know. And I feel like today I was driving to work and there's an area where they have a lot of these cameras that take pictures of you if you do something illegal.
Yep.
And I made a right on red, and now I'm wondering, am I going to get a ticket in the mail? It's like the beginning of the robots ticketing us.
You made it right on red after you came to complete stop, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's fine.
No, he's fine. I was in the car with him. He was actually, but no, he was stopped at the light, and I was like waiting for him to turn, and I didn't say anything, but I wanted to so bad. I wanted to be like, you can turn. It's okay. There's no sign that says you can't.
I don't think you're a good judge of character when it comes to driving. You speed like 50 over the speed limit, and you always go down the wrong way
But
on
the
the
thing
street.
is, the thing is, I know that I'm doing wrong. That's the thing. I know that I'm doing it wrong.
And
I just
I'm
don't care.
driving with her, and I felt pressure, and I did something I don't normally do in this area because you never know which one has the light and the flash and everything.
Yeah, that's true.
Anyway, about the movies. When is Disclosure Day coming out? That's the Alien movie where everyone gets taken over?
Yeah, that's June 12th, I believe.
Oh, man, that's the one I care about. I want to see that. Kenny, what else you got?
You know the Philadelphia Art Museum, those famous steps that Rocky ran up in the Rocky movies?
Oh, yeah. There's always a line over there. People want to climb up them.
Yeah, they have the Rocky statue at the top. I had no idea they do this. They have sleigh riding down those stairs when it snows.
That's awesome. That's fun.
J-Bo, you want to go?
No, I do not. I mean, I was saying yesterday, man, it'd be really nice to go on the sleigh ride, but I don't want to use stairs. I don't feel like that's solid. Yeah.
Well, the way the snow is, I mean, you slide right down. People had snowboards, skis, sleds, trash can lids, everything. Apparently, the city is supportive of this, where they shovel and salt the far right of the stairs to allow people to safely get up.
That's fun.
And then people just come all the way down on their sleds and whatever. It was a wild scene in Philadelphia.
Kenny, what else you got?
The Wizarding World is excited for the new HBO television series, which is set to debut in 2027. And it appears perhaps a leak of who will be playing the arch nemesis to Harry Potter, the villain Voldemort, in this series. So what happened was Ralph Fiennes, great actor who played Voldemort in the movies, was being interviewed, and he was asked something along the lines of, whoever's playing Voldemort has got some big shoes to fill. He replied, well, I heard they're already filled. I think Cillian Murphy's going to do a great job.
Ooh.
So
he wasn't supposed to say something?
I don't think he was supposed to let that loose, and we're not even sure if this is actually true, if Cillian Murphy will be taking on the role, but I think he could be perfect for the part. Cillian Murphy from Oppenheimer and Peaky Blinders, a lot of Christopher Nolan movies that I know you're a fan of.
Imagine he's messing with y'all.
I don't know why we need any more Harry Potter or anything. My kids are watching these movies. They've got enough movies to last them a lifetime. This seems like a waste of time and money. Why not make a different show? I mean, they did it. They did it in the movies. Didn't they? Aren't there 7 movies?
Yeah, but the movies only have select portions of what the books got into, and turning it into a TV show, dedicating entire seasons to one book as opposed to a 2.5-hour movie, they're going to get to a lot more.
And a lot more money. They're going to make a lot more money.
Sure
That's
they
pretty
are.
much, I'm assuming, what this all falls down to.
Fans like me are just itching to stay in this world however way possible. So if you are a Harry Potter fan, I'm pretty sure you're super excited about this next opportunity.
My kids love it. They're big fans.
The same people that work for Taylor Swift must work for Harry Potter or vice versa because they're always trying to figure out new ways to make money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They're going to squeeze this fruit for all it's
more
worth.
fan experience.
Yep. Kenny, what else do you have?
The collab we've all been waiting for. Crocs and Lego have teamed up for Lego brick Crocs.
I'm sorry, were you waiting for that, Kenny? Because I wasn't.
I just assumed that everybody was waiting for this.
No.
Well, J-Bo is our resident shoe collector. What do you think?
I did see the photos. They are interesting, and they will be a talking point if you decide to purchase them. They are not for me, however.
Okay. Yeah, they look like big red clown shoes.
They're huge. They're huge, and they have the Lego bumps on the front. They're going for $150 if you buy them through the Crocs website, and actually $200 if you buy them at the Lego store.
See, they should make you build your shoe. And then if they did that would be kind of fun. And then you'd have some pride, like, yeah, man, I put these together.
Yeah, well, it's not made of Legos. It's just made to look like Legos.
Like it looks like one giant red Lego brick.
Yeah.
You can't even walk. It doesn't let you even walk in them.
Well, you listen, somebody will wear them. My kids will probably want them.
Now, I'm curious if you could put the Crocs together and build something out of the Lego Crocs. Maybe that's a possibility.
Very valid questions. Yeah, the big giraffe that's outside of the Lego store.
Yeah, that would be cool.
That's how they made that. Kenny, what else you got?
The Midwest has a rich tradition of making homemade sauerkraut. And many people have what's known as a stoneware crock. This is a big bucket-looking thing that people would keep on their front porch. They put the cabbage in, they seal it up, and then it ferments and turns into sauerkraut.
Oh, how about that? I didn't know that's how they made that.
I guess some people make it this way. So this woman, Lois, has had one sitting on her front porch in Nebraska. It's been just dealing with the elements, the harsh elements of Nebraska for 40 some odd years. She finally decides that she wants to sell this thing. She thinks maybe it's big enough. I might get $100 for it. So she reaches out to an auctioneer, and the auctioneer totally could have taken advantage of this woman, but he said, I think we might be able to get a little more than $100. Fast forward to the auction. This 30-gallon stoneware crock for sauerkraut making sold for $32,000.
Wow.
Whoa.
That's awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah, apparently it's
sauerkraut.
very rare. It's known as a red wing crock. And with the design, the size of it, all just added up to be a very rare find. And it was the highlight of this auction where they sold several of these crocks.
You think in about 40 years, those OXO bowls from Amazon are going to be worth something?
Maybe.
I doubt that.
It's so sad. Like all these things used to last forever. They'd be these big, awesome, beautiful devices or things you'd use in the kitchen. Like actually, my grandpa has his dad's wine press, or like the thing that you use to crush the grapes.
Yeah.
And it's from over 100 years ago.
That might be
probably
worth
close to
something,
125
That's
now.
awesome.
Yeah, my uncle uses it to actually crush grapes and make wine. And it still works. Can you imagine that?
That's beautiful.
What today?
Because it's made to work. Yeah.
That we buy today. What's going to last in 100 years? These things can't last 5 weeks sometimes.
Yeah, no, it's a good point. You may be on to something there. That may be worth a lot of money.
Yeah, well, good for my uncle.
Yeah.
Right.
Kenny, what else you got?
Police on Long Island in New York had to respond to a burglary alarm at a bank. They get to the scene expecting to apprehend thieves. They find a deer, a buck, busted through the window and trapped himself inside the bank.
Oh, no.
Oh, a buck looking for a couple bucks.
Yes.
Wow, yeah. That sounds like, was it possible that the actual robbers were testing the ground to see if anyone showed up?
I don't know. I mean, all I know is...
I'm going to answer that. No, TJ.
It's not possible?
That was a dumb thing to say.
Well, on the other side of that argument, one of my favorite videos that's ever hit the internet is the hair salon, coincidentally, on Long Island.
Yeah, this is a problem on Long Island.
Where people are getting their hair done and a deer plows through the window, runs around, knocks down the shampoo bottles, and then runs out. I'm not happy that it happened, but since it did happen and there is a video of it, I watch it over and over again.
Well, in this particular case, at least there was nobody inside the bank. The bank was closed at the time this happened, but indeed he did trap himself inside, made a mess of their office.
Any dollar bills around?
Not that I could
okay.
see. Perhaps that was all locked away in the safe, but they had to lasso this deer to lead him outside, and they eventually set him free in the wild.
So sad.
The thing is that when they break into the bank, the salon, they crash these windows,
Oh, it's
and then
terrible.
they have a hard time getting out. And I'm like, just use the door you created. Like, why are you having a hard time, dear?
Go back the same way you came in.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess they don't think.
Can't figure it out.
They could do a lot, and they're very cool. They could hop in a very impressive way.
Yes, they can.
They don't know their way out where they came in. Kenny, what else you got?
Well, this is an interesting story. So there's a guy named Mo. He's from South Bend, Indiana, and he drives what's known as the Frankenstein truck. It's a 2000 Chevy Silverado. It's amazing that this thing can even drive. It's literally like caving in on itself, full of dents. The truck has become the laughing stock of the neighborhood. Anybody, anywhere, whenever they get a chance, they'll take a picture, post it to social media. He's used to driving to places and people point and laugh at him.
Oh my goodness.
Well, there was one guy, he owns an auto detailing shop. He had enough for Mo, and he started a GoFundMe fundraiser to get Mo a new truck. Happy to report they raised $26,000 for Mo, and now he's driving a 2019 Chevy Silverado. Looks like it's brand new despite being a couple of years old.
That is awesome. I love how this guy just said, you know what, I'm going to do something about this.
Yeah.
Instead of, posting about it on social or pointing and laughing or making him feel bad whenever he showed up anywhere with his messed up car, he did something about it. So good for him.
And he modeled an example. Like, maybe we don't have to just incessantly pick on this guy over and over and over
We
again.
can help him. He clearly needs the help.
Yeah. Gee, what a thought. Let's do something about the horrors in our community.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it took some doing, but the community eventually came together to help out Mo.
I think that's awesome. Great story. Kenny, thanks for keeping us somewhat informed.
That's what's happening.
I definitely have an affection for the Patriots because I lived in Boston for quite a number of years. All my kids were born in Boston. Big Tom Brady fan, went to all the parades while I was living there. And man, look at this. This is a big deal, right? That the Pats beat the Broncos. That's a remarkable accomplishment.
Well, it's remarkable in the sense that they were really bad after Tom Brady left.
Yeah.
And just a few years later, 1 year under their new coach, Mike Vrabel, they're back where they were. In honesty, I think they didn't spend enough time in purgatory for my liking.
That's
but they're
unbelievable.
back on top.
I mean, clearly they're running things the right way over there.
Yeah.
Now, did the Broncos use their backup quarterback?
Yeah, Jared Stidham was their backup. He'd only ever started in 5 NFL games. He got the start. He looked pretty good, but I would think that if Bo Nix, their starting quarterback, played, they would have had a better shot to beat the Broncos.
Well, there it is.
Patriots.
It's the Pats versus the Seahawks in the Super Bowl. Sorry that your Rams lost,
Yeah,
J-Bo.
I was bummed about that. I almost didn't watch the game because I didn't want to feel the feels whether they win or lose. But I was hoping that they would win. One, because LA just won the World Series with the Dodgers. It would have been cool to see the Rams go to the Super Bowl. But also, I don't know, the Rams was my dad's team, and when he passed away a few years ago, I've been rooting for the Rams since day one. But that would have been cool just to kind of have the Rams go back to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so.
During the Pats game, the snow was so bad yesterday, you couldn't even see the players at certain moments.
Yeah, in Denver, the game started out perfectly clear, green field, and then as the game progressed, it just got snowier and snowier, and the visibility on TV was terrible. Also, the broadcast team decided to superimpose the yard markers on the field to help you see them better, but because of all the snow and the Patriots wearing the white uniforms, every time they crossed over the superimposed white lines, the Patriots players looked as though they disappeared.
Hilarious.
That's hilarious. Because then you watch the Seahawks and the Rams game, and it's beautiful and everything. And it's just, the Rams made some bad plays, I think. And I'm just like, you got to be kidding me. You guys should have won this, So
Yeah.
They're both close games, less than a score.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of these games in the postseason have been really close.
Yeah, very evenly matched teams. Few blowouts.
Also, it's worth mentioning, so Sam Darnold, the quarterback on the Seahawks, was a Jet.
Oh, thanks for bringing that up.
No, for a lot of years.
Oh, yeah, the Jets drafted him very high. He played and started for, I think, 4 seasons and didn't work out with the Jets. They shipped him off to Carolina. It didn't work there. Last year, he comes in as a backup for the Vikings, plays great, takes them to the championship game.
Yeah, but I wonder how many players on the Jets have serious potential. And I bring up the Jets because Kenny's a super fan, has been his whole life. And it's really sad. I mean, you've seen them lose your whole life. Mm-hmm. It's got to be something with that organization.
It has to be, because some of these players leave and they do really well.
I mean, just look at it.
Yeah, well, Sam Darnold is the chief example of that. The Jets are really good at one thing, and that's ruining quarterbacks.
Well, not this one. He escaped.
Well, after you leave, you're okay.
You got to give Netflix credit for trying all kinds of things. There was a live event, and it happened on Saturday night. A climber named Alex Honnold. He climbed a skyscraper in Taiwan. It was a live event, and this is the most terrifying footage. It actually reminds me a lot of like what Evel Knievel used to do.
Yeah.
Where he was a stunt guy, and he would get on his motorcycle and like go over the Grand Canyon or a high wire axe. Like, are they gonna fall? And I never saw it go the wrong way, although Evel got hurt a bunch of times.
Sure he did, yeah.
But this one is wild. This is 101 floors. The name of the building is Taipei 101. He's climbing an office building with no ropes, no support, just free climbing, I guess.
Free solo.
Yeah, free solo. And all he has is a little bag, and it's got chalk in it. In case his hands get wet or sweaty, he can dry them off.
Yeah, that's it.
And you watch this video, and it is totally cool. Well, I mean, it's terrifying, but it's cool the way they've got every angle taken care of. Like, they have people in the building who are taking pictures of him through the window as he's climbing. You've got him wearing an earpiece. They can hear the announcers, which would probably be kind of distracting for me.
I think they might have turned that on and off as needed. I don't think he was hearing them the whole time.
I would have pulled that thing out of my ear and said, get out of my head.
Well, there were a couple of times where he was working his way up the building where you could hear him say, I lost comms. Hey, where's my music, guys? I want my music back. Stuff like that. So he had ways to communicate with other people.
Okay,
but I guess as he made his way up, they did have communication issues, which I'm sure was scary.
This guy was as cool as a cucumber, so calm.
Too cool.
It was like he was climbing a tree. Like he was in the playground, climbing a tree, the monkey bars. He was just like, well, having a good old time.
Yeah, and he is doing things that it's like, wow, I need to move a little more, because even just the first layer was impressive, and it was like getting out of a pool. You know, where you ever get out of a pool and you don't use the stairs. Mm-hmm. I think we need to maybe get to the gym a little bit. When you see this guy, he is in incredible shape, such an athlete, and it took him 90 minutes to climb this building, and you hear people are cheering and they're saying, yeah, go ahead. Mm-hmm. And then he gets to the top of the building and he's like, all right, cool, I did it.
Yeah, he's like, sick. Nice.
His quote was, yay.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
He took a selfie of himself at the top of this skyscraper, which, by the way, is the 11th tallest in the world.
It's about 1,600 feet up in the air.
And I don't know why anyone ever needs to upload another picture onto Instagram. You see this photo. It's gorgeous. They've got drone shots. They really thought about every layer. So even from a media standpoint, a technical standpoint, it's a pretty remarkable capture.
Now, I watched the videos like after it happened. I didn't watch it live because I didn't want to be stressed out. Like, I didn't want my Oura ring to tell me that I was stressed. I have natural things in life stressing me out.
It was probably a good choice, because who needs that? Did you watch it, Kenny?
I watched the whole thing from start to finish. I was on the edge of my seat the entire time.
That.
The most stressful television I ever watched. Allison, my fiance, is sitting right next to me. She at one point put the blanket over her head so she couldn't see the television screen.
Yeah, no, I didn't watch it. I wasn't impressed, honestly.
Yeah.
I did not care at all about it. Who cares?
Great. I've been getting anxiety text messages from my mom.
Ooh, I don't like when I get those from my mom.
Yeah, she's concerned.
It can be a little stressful.
Yeah, we're in an area where we were impacted by the snow, like a lot of states. Most states were impacted by this wild storm. And she said yesterday, she's like, make sure you call me when you get to work. I totally forgot. Do you mind if I call her right now?
Yeah, of course.
You should.
I don't want my mom to be nervous. Let's see if we can get her on the phone here.
Hello.
Hey, Mom, can you jump on the radio with us?
Sure.
I got your text messages, and I did indeed get to the radio station okay. It's the end of the show. I forgot to text you when I first got here, but
nice.
You reminded me.
Sorry for all the anxiety.
Yeah, thanks, J-Bo.
No problem.
Anything else you want to know?
No, I just want to make sure that you got there safely.
Yeah, I did.
He would have gotten here
And
either
everybody.
way. Even if he had to get a helicopter, he would have made it.
He would have made it.
Yeah, he would have ordered a helicopter on Amazon and found a way to get here.
I know he would have.
Yeah.
Mom, you know I'm a professional broadcaster, right?
I know.
Yeah.
Essential worker.
Right.
Essential.
I tried calling out and saying I couldn't make it to work, and TJ was like, "No, I'll pick you up. It's all good. Don't worry." And I was like, "Oh man, all right."
Like, oh, okay.
Sure.
Everything's good. You know, we have a service provide for the community. Don't you listen to the radio, Mom?
I do.
Yeah. What happens if your favorite media personality's not behind the microphone? You'd freak out, wouldn't you?
I don't know if I'd freak out.
Yeah, that's heavy. I don't know about that.
I know. You know, when you ever watch TV, you see these people with the yardstick outside. They're like, look at how much snow we have. It's like, did you really need to go to work for that? They've got kids screaming at home like I do.
Well, maybe that's why you go to work.
Yeah. He's like, absolutely not.
All right. I got to run,
well,
Mom.
I'm glad you all got there safely.
I'm safe.
So have a good day.
All right, I'll give you something, Mom.
What's that?
There was one turn where we lost control a little bit. Heather was in the car with me.
Yeah.
We almost slid off the road.
Oh, nice. You had to tell me that,
you
right?
You need to know that.
But don't worry, he navigated it really well.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
All right.
I wasn't
Be
scared
careful
one bit.
going home.
I exaggerated that a little bit just because I knew you wanted something that went wrong.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, it was a little swerve, but not a big
A little
swerve.
bit, a little donut in the middle of the street. It's all good.
My mom is famous for saying,
every time you turn around, there's something else wrong.
Yep, but no, not with the drive to work today.
I'm glad that's my
Yep.
one of my legend.
We're going to put that on a bumper sticker.
All right.
No.
Love you, Mom.
Love you.
Wait, Kenny, did your dad even call you or your mom?
My dad, hey, when are you going to get up to help me with the snowblower? I'm like, Dad, I live 3 hours away from you. I'm not driving up to help you.
Oh, you wanted to help?
Well, your son and your daughter aren't going to help me, so who's going to help? I need something.
Who's your son and your daughter?
My brother and sister.
Oh, right. He calls them.
They're my son and daughter for some reason.
Oh man, my dad used to do that to my brothers and I. It's like a little mixed up and confused.
All
I don't
right.
know.
I'll catch you
Have
later.
a good day.
Yep, bye-bye.
Love you guys. Bye.
This is the TJ Show.